You see it happen all the time. Someone earns a good salary, receives better opportunities, and appears to be moving forward. Yet somehow, years later, they are still struggling with money. The question is not always how much they earn. Sometimes the deeper question is what their mind does with money once it arrives. Why do some people increase their income but never increase their financial stability? For many people, money is treated as a simple calculation. Earn more, spend less, save the difference. But human behavior is rarely that simple. Behind every financial decision is a collection of beliefs, emotions, habits, memories, and experiences that quietly influence what you do. Your relationship with money often begins long before you earn your first paycheck. It begins with the conversations you heard at home. It begins with what you saw people celebrate. It begins with what you learned about success, security, and status. Two people can receive the same amount of money and create completely different outcomes. One person sees money as a tool. Another person sees money as proof that they finally matter. One person uses money to build freedom. Another uses money to escape insecurity. So what separates these two experiences? The answer is not only financial knowledge. It is financial psychology. Many people believe that smart people stay broke because they do not understand money. But sometimes the opposite is true. A person can understand budgeting, investing, and saving, yet still make decisions that damage their future. Why? Because knowing what to do and consistently doing it are two different things. Your brain is designed to respond to emotions before logic. When money becomes connected to fear, pressure, identity, or social approval, your decisions can change. Imagine someone who grew up seeing financial struggle. They may develop a strong desire for security. They may work hard and earn more. But when money arrives, they might feel a powerful urge to spend it, because having money feels temporary. Their brain remembers uncertainty. It says, "Enjoy this now, because it may disappear tomorrow." Another person may have grown up believing that successful people must look successful. They may buy expensive items, not because they need them, but because those items communicate something about who they want others to believe they are. The purchase is not only about the product. It is about identity. This is why two people with the same income can live completely different financial lives. Money is not just numbers. Money carries meaning. Throughout history, humans have used possessions to communicate status, belonging, and achievement. Today, social media has intensified this effect. You constantly see images of lifestyles, vacations, cars, homes, and achievements. Without realizing it, you may begin comparing your behind-the-scenes reality with someone else's carefully selected highlights. This creates a dangerous cycle. You work harder to earn more. Then you spend more to maintain an image. Then you need to work even harder because your lifestyle has become more expensive. The problem is not ambition. The problem is confusing appearance with progress. Real financial growth often looks boring. It looks like patience. It looks like saying no when everyone else is saying yes. It looks like building assets instead of collecting things that only create temporary excitement. But human beings naturally seek immediate rewards. Psychologists call this present bias. Your brain often gives more importance to what feels good today than what benefits you years from now. That is why saving for the future can feel difficult. The future version of yourself feels distant. The current version of yourself feels real. You can see the phone you want. You can feel the excitement of the purchase. But you cannot see the financial freedom you are building 10 years from now. This creates a conflict between immediate emotion and long-term goals. So how do people overcome this? They do not depend only on motivation. They create systems. A financially successful person does not always have stronger discipline. Often, they have designed their environment to support better decisions. They automate savings. They separate spending money from building money. They make important financial choices before emotions become involved. They understand that a good system can protect them from a bad moment. Another reason smart people struggle financially is that intelligence does not automatically remove emotional decisions. A highly educated person can still overspend. A successful professional can still make poor investments. A talented entrepreneur can still confuse revenue with wealth. Knowledge matters, but self-awareness matters too. You need to understand your own patterns. What emotions appear when you receive money? Do you feel relief? Excitement? Fear? A desire to reward yourself? A need to prove something? These emotions can reveal the hidden beliefs controlling your financial behavior. Many people also misunderstand the purpose of money. They think money exists mainly to buy things. But money is actually a system for creating choices. Money can give you time. It can reduce unnecessary stress. It can allow you to help others. It can create opportunities. When you see money only as a way to purchase items, you may constantly chase more without becoming more secure. But when you see money as a tool, your decisions begin to change. You start asking different questions. Not only can I afford this, but also, does this move me closer to the life I want? That single change in thinking can transform your financial direction. The journey from financial struggle to financial stability is not only about earning more. Income matters. Skills matter. Opportunities matter. But your internal relationship with money matters too. Because every financial decision begins somewhere before it reaches your bank account. It begins in your mind. The person who builds wealth is not necessarily the person who never makes mistakes. It is often the person who learns from their patterns and creates better ones. Your past experiences may influence your money habits, but they do not have to control your future. You can question old beliefs. You can replace emotional reactions with intentional decisions. You can learn to use money without allowing money to define you. The next time you see someone earning more, but still struggling, remember something important. The size of a person's income tells only part of the story. The deeper story is what they believe, what they value, and what they repeatedly do with what they have. Because wealth does not begin when more money enters your hands. It begins when your understanding of money changes. If you enjoyed these insights, become part of this journey. Subscribe and never miss the next one.